Right, well, yes, here we go again. We're doing really rubbishly, aren't we? Well, that's, very hard to explain. But, yes, so, well, yes. How much to talk about? Well, there's not really much to talk about. I've been doing things, but we need to, some bubbles were burst this week, and some quite a lot of sadness as well. Lots of sadness. Lots of things, people in hospital, going on, other things as well. So, just work, home life, all just sucks. Mowing the lawn at 8 o'clock in the dark. That was a bit weird. Mowed the lawn last night in the dark. That was a bit weird. Had a torch to see where the lawn was. Very bizarre. Don't normally mow the lawn in the dark, but it needed to be done, so it was done. Cold as well. But anyway, yes, I did that, and then some other stuff happened. What else happened? So, yes, now, bubble bursting. So, we have, we've got 5 followers on Spotify, but actually I've discovered 2 of them are the same person, so that's a bit annoying. You know who you are, you know what you did. And then we've got 5 people following on YouTube. So, have we got 5 people on Spotify? Hold on, let's double check. Can we do this all at the same time? Let's double check. We know that maybe I've got the statistics wrong. Anyway, whatever we're doing rubbish, as always. I don't know if people are actually following us. So if people could subscribe, that'd be great, if you actually do listen to us. What do we get? We have, 14 Spotify followers. When did that happen? All seems a bit odd, really. If we only ever get 6 plays per episode, well, 5 plays per episode, and there's 14 people following. And I reckon half of them don't listen to this because they're just too disturbed to listen to it. So, and it doesn't actually tell me who those followers are. So we can't work out who's actually following. But we know it's actually only 13 followers. So we'll try to work out, and that's about roughly it's not been a year yet, has it? It's been about 8 months. So that's maybe I say 16, so it's roughly 2 per, it could be 2 per month ish, maybe. Do the maths about that, about 1.5 a month. Are you thinking 1.5 a month? Maybe not, don't know, really don't know. Anyway, so yes, so it happened. So it'd been we're doing really badly. And this is brilliant, because you think of all those podcasts out there that got thousands and thousands of listeners, and I've only got like 4 or 5 people listening at any time. So, which would make me wonder what's wrong with them. Because if I'm only getting these people, and anyway, one day, you never know, someone else might listen. But we don't do it for people listening, do we? No, we don't. Why am I saying we when it's just me on my own? I don't know. But maybe I'm schizophrenic, maybe I'm not. I'll ask myself out later. But yes, change different spot in the car park. I'm looking at where they were putting the fence up, and now the fence is there. It's a lovely fence, concrete and wood. Very well done. I'd say that's a good 2-foot edging on the bottom there. Nice bit of concrete. You can't go wrong with a bit of concrete edging. Any along the bottom, a bit of footing there, and concrete posts with wooden boards dropped in. Very fence-like. And then on the other side of it is another metal fence, which is kind of our metal fence at work. And then they've put a fence up against their boundary, which is all a bit weird. And our fence is taller, so if you have that as your fence and you see your fence, shit's going to get stuck between the 2 fences as well. There's going to be kids' footballs. There's going to be random crap. Oh, runners are going past. Let's enjoy the runners. There we go. There they go, running away. One of them's running like a dinosaur, which is quite common. There we go. Run! Move more, move a little faster. Being the hunted one is no fun. What is that from? If anyone can remember what song it is, because I can't. But yeah, not that many running today. 3 new people, and 2 old people. No, not old people. Not new and old. 2 people who have done it before, and 3 new people. So right, Done enough ranting. Are we 5 minutes in yet? Got to do the old 5 minutes in. Look at that, we're 5 minutes exactly in. Right, we've got a new book. So we found out why the last book finished, because I wouldn't pay $5.99 for it. I think that's what we're saying. So we have found another book. I do not know how good this book is, but it did look dire, and it had loads. It had an introduction. It's called The Worst Wedding Date, and I have no understanding of exactly what it is about, but presumably Worst Wedding Date is a frolicking good time of a destination wedding enemies to lover rom-com, completed with a good girl bridesmaid, her best friend troublemaking but secretly big-hearted brother, and more than one hitch on the way to happily ever after. It stands alone, has no cheating, and comes completely with ooey gooey goodness. Well, that sounds shit. Let's read that. I think that's right. To be honest, I've got bad. I'm already feeling that it might be a bit bobbins. So if it's not entertainment value, we'll just change it, won't we? Because that's the rule. If we don't find it funny and we can't find anything to laugh about, then we'll just move on, because it's either so bad but it's dull, or so bad that we find we're enjoying the book and find we can't take the piss out of it. So there we go. Delaney Kingston, aka a bridesmaid who will do anything for her best friend, no matter how terrible it is. What, even pick a bit of poo out of her bum? I doubt she'll do that. Ah, smell that. That salty fresh breeze with a hint of passion fruit and a golden sunset layered over the ocean's surface. That's the scent of happy ever after. No, is this like some bad perfume? Is happy ever after perfume? Right, come on, we're going to Google it. Let's Google it quickly. Perfume. What did we say? Happy ever after. Actually, someone has done that. Oh, is it? No. Just Right Beauty. Happy Ever After. Eau de Toilette, 100 ml. Yep, so you can get it. So I wonder if that's actually what it smells like. Or does it smell like a French fart in a boudoir? Anyway, after years and years and years of my best friend waiting for her boyfriend to pop the question, that would be, darling, have you seen the batteries for the remote? Then another forever planning. We are finally here. Their wedding week. Emma getting her dream destination wedding. And I haven't stopped smiling. No beaming since my plane touched down in Hawaii 2 hours ago. Oh, it's got to be Hawaii, hasn't it? I bet this is an American book. Everything is love, because if it wasn't, it'd be Mauritius or somewhere, wouldn't it? If it be this side of the water. Everything is love. The gentle wind softening the humid air. The fragrant flowers. Not just actual flowers, not ground flower. The giant coconut trees. The gecko watching me from a short tropical palm tree. Those geckos. Now, is this going to be a sign that there's going to be lots of geckos around, ready to pounce? Vampire geckos. Could this be a vampire book about vampire geckos? We need more geckos. Emma's shampoo as she hugs me outside the entrance to the Midnight Orchid Club Resort. Barely a minute after I text her that my driver was pulling into a parking lot. What? I don't get it. Emma's shampoo. What about Emma's shampoo? A gentle wind softening the humid air. Everything is love. Oh, Emma's shampoo is love. So everything is love. Emma by shampoo by Emma. Barely a minute after I text that my driver was pulling into a parking lot. Oh, yeah. American. We don't have car parking lots where we are. I'm in car park. Lainey, you're here. Happy wedding week, you beautiful bride, you. I hug her back like we weren't watching the January snowfall while we had coffee together at Beam and Nugget Cafe back home in Snaggletooth Creek 4 days ago. Are you nervous? Are you eating enough? Did you have dinner? She laughs as she pulls back, but it's higher pitched than it should be. Hawaiian feast. You saw the schedule, right? Of course you saw it. You live by schedules. Her stomach grumbles, like she did not, in fact, partake in the Hawaiian feast. It's an instinctive reaction to reach into my purse and whip out a protein bar for her. Everything okay? Her eyes go impossibly wider. Maybe she's had an eyebrow raised by that person who was in the other book. Maybe he's just snuck up behind her and just really stretched her eyes out. And she nods her head too fast and instantly, of course. For the first time since I boarded the plane to catch up to the rest of the wedding party after having a delay a day for an unfortunate work emergency. I'm not smiling. Talk to me. What's up? She has 3 inches of me. She has 3 inches on me. Okay. What 3 inches is on her? She got... What? She's got 3 inches on what? She's like got a 3-inch finger and she's putting that on her? Or is it really enlarged? Anyway, so I have to look up to study her. We're on a phone lock. Her blonde hair is pulled back into a ponytail. That's, yeah, okay. You know what you find under ponytails though, don't you? Yep, exactly. Her sharp cheekbones, undeniably sharper. That's because her hair's pulled back. Because we all know that's her instant facelift, isn't it? And I don't think the tinge of hysteria in her brown eyes is a trick of the fading evening light. A tinge of hysteria. What's a tinge of hysteria? How do you spot it in eyes? I don't get that. Anyway, wedding stress. That's all. This is normal. How was your flight? Are you exhausted? Here. I have, room key. We checked in the whole wedding party yesterday. Come on. Everyone's at the pool. Here, leave your luggage. She turns her Emma charm on the bellhop. A young man with brown skin and a bright Hawaiian shirt. Are we thinking non-PC there? Can you please get my friend luggage taken to the Plumeria bungalow? Plumeria bungalow? Of course, ma'am. Oh no, this is almost... Slave, take the luggage to the bungalow. Thank you so much, she says, too brightly as she slips him a tip. Oh yeah, room key, aye. She grabs me by the elbow and tugs me inside the lobby of the resort entrance. Now, I've just been having a conversation about tugs earlier because the hospital I was in, electric tugs operate in this area. And if you're from Oop North, tugs means something completely different. So if you are an American listening to this, you might need to nip onto the Urban Dictionary and Google tugs. But it's more or less what you give yourself or someone gives you. Past the unmanned check-in desk, not the unnamed check-in desk. That'd be amazing if it was the unnamed check-in desk. This is a check-in desk that no one ever names because it's just too dangerous. And dying potted tropical plants. Oh, and large beach landscape paintings. Oh. I'm a bit upset, but actually, the thing that's pissed me off most about this book is I've said we're dying potted tropical plants. Well, because that's not good. No, I'm a bit pissed off now. They should water them. I'd be watering them. At the open air at the open air atrium where 3 paths split off. She pauses just for a second. Oh, it's locked. This way, she says, even brighter still. Emma's a happy person. Oh, she's a happy person. But this is too happy. Even for her. Shocking. And there it is. The nibble on her thumbnail as we head down to Tiki Torch lit walkway on the left. She has the protein bar in the same hand. She's practically shoving the wrapper up her nose to nibble on her nail. I say. She jerks her hand down and once again treats me to a smile. But this one feels so fake that I have to blink to make sure travel fatigue isn't making me seeing things. This way, she repeats. We are surrounded by flowers, shrubs and palm trees beyond the walkway. The light wind off the ocean rustles at the bright red and green leaves of the shorter trees. The upbeat island music thrills somewhere in the distance. Do you ever get feeling they're just going to walk into a wicker room where lots of people are dancing around, killing people? Maybe not. These books are much more fun in my head. I'm sure a few of the tiki torches have gone out, and there are some dead palm fronds littering the grass under the tree or two. But this place is a tropical paradise. Obviously, it's falling apart. This is going to end up like a Carry On movie, isn't it? It's going to be Carry On Camping, Carry On Abroad. That's what I'm thinking of. Carry On Abroad. Maybe you could. So, if you've got ITV player, you can watch Carry On movies there. Any Americans listening, Carry On movies, like the Abbott and Costello Road 2 movies, but with loads of comedians and just full of wrong British humour. So quite funny if you're British, and just a bit weird if you're anyone else. My best friend shouldn't be stressed here, especially not a few days before she finally marries the love of her life. At the resort, she's told everyone she's getting married at since the day she pulled a photo of it out of a travel catalogue when we were little. Oh, there you go. The whole place is shit then. I draw her to stop, grab her arms and look up at her. What's wrong? Nothing. Emma's been one of my 2 best friends for over 20 years. I wonder who the other one is. I know when she's lying. I know when she's trying hard to convince me she's not lying. And I know when she's on the edge of a breakdown and is lying at a last resort to convince herself that nothing is wrong. That's like me most days. Which is exactly where we are now. Are we? Are we really? No, we're in a book. Okay, let's start with some deep breaths. Whatever it is, we'll fix it. Like Jimmy Savile. No. Lainey, she whispered, a plaintive plea full of hope. I don't know if I can. Got to talk to me first. Tell me what's going on. Everything's okay with you. And Chandler, we've got a Chandler. Oh, no. This is definitely someone who watches too much Friends, isn't it? I tilt my head and wait. Chandler and I are fine, she says. The wedding is fine. Everything is fine. She doesn't sound fine. She sounds like she's hair's breadth from hopping a passenger freight and running away from her life. Oh, a passing freight. Hopping a passing freighter and running away for her life. Oh, we're only 2% in and we're just like 23 minutes left in this chapter. I added a brow lift and wait for more. Oh, we got a lifted brow. People, we have lifted. There seems to be a theme in these 2 books. So we've got at least one theme, and that is someone's lifting eyebrows. I had a brow lift. Does she lift someone else's brow? Or can you actually get a brow lift? Is it made by Evans Lift Company? Or Otis Lifts? Is there a brow lift machine? Did someone invent that? Is there a patent for that? To make you permanently look startled. Isn't there someone on the internet who who makes useless machines. Maybe we should ask him to make a brow lifter, which gives instant questioning. It's not like the time we almost broke up 3 years ago, she finally says in a rush. We're fine, both thrilled to be here, and finally getting married. It's neither one of us. No lies detected. Oh, she's got her on a lie detector! Woohoo! Where did that come from? She just, took it out from behind a palm tree. But there's still so much stress, making her unexpectedly, her expressions tight and her breath too shallow. I nod and squeeze her arms. Spit it out! Okay, so what is it? Oh. Okay, so what is it? You're squeezing her arms, like bruising her. She pulls away and starts down the path again. Hint of sunset comes into view between two bushes. And oh my God. Why did you put that in? Oh, whatever. That's gorgeous. Oranges and pinks swirl together behind a row of coconut trees. It paints a picture, doesn't it? The whole book is just painting a picture of beauty and death all at the same time. And then with some people around. Whatever or whoever is ruining this for Emma is going down. She should be out on the beach with Chandelier, watching. Oh, we're locked again. Watching this show. But the sunset disappears behind a tall, flowering bush, whilst I follow her along the winding, cracked sidewalk. Emma. Oh, people are still. She used her teeth to rip open the protein bar package, then gnaws off a huge corner, chews 3 times and swallows. Oh, cookies and cream, my favourite. Gnaws off a huge corner. She makes it sound like a rat. Maybe she does look like a rat. I know what's wrong. How do I make the bride of honour as happy as she can be? She slides a look at me before attacking the protein bar with a bite that demolishes half of it, what's left. Oh. Ni vava, she says with a full mouth. You need a favour. Ni vava. No, weird. She nods and doesn't look at me while we keep walking. Emma, you know I'm here for anything you need this week. Anything, name it. Oh my God. I drop my voice to whisper. Are you pregnant? Do you need? No. Okay. Yeah, because you need a favour. Yeah, I'm up the duff. Before, what is it, shotgun wedding? It's not right. Don't drop this in books at this point, because we all know she's not up the duff. Because it would be like, oh, the crazy hiding the pregnancy from the parents thing. So, no. Just what's the point of dropping that in? She would know, and we know the history of these girls have been friends for years. She would have known that behind. She visually swallows and winces again. I wish I was pregnant, she grumbles. But no, this is bad, Lainey. I shouldn't have known, but I didn't. I should have known, but I didn't. So now I'll deal with it. Except I'm tired. I'm so tired, and I hate to ask you this, but you're the only one I can count on. Name it. I'm here for you. The bush opens up, and she pauses whilst the music gets louder, and the view of the sunset widens beyond the kidney-shaped pool. Oh, kidney-shaped pool. Why are they always kidney-shaped? Why aren't they? And why kidneys aren't really kidney-shaped, are they? In the great scheme of things. Kidneys are the kidney shape is not actually the real shape of a kidney. And you just you could say it's peanut-shaped or kind of a bean-shaped. But kidney? Well, why do we actually need to know the shape of a pool? Why is it important? I don't give a fuck about the pool. Where roughly a dozen people are gathered about, either in the water or on the loungers or at the table at the edge of the deck. This time she lets herself fully nibble on her thumb when she could be nibbling on the rest of a protein bar, and she stares at the pool, and it's not distant, unfocused. I'm thinking hard about something stare. This is I'm staring at the problem. Stare, but accompanied by the deepest sigh I've ever heard. Her sigh in her life. Emma's closest sorority sister from college, Claire, who's her third bridesmaid, has claimed a pool lounge. She's one of my favourites of Emma's college friends. Her hair and her bright swimsuit are wet like she's recently gotten out of water. There's not enough sun left to soak up any rays. But there's something else clearly keeping her there. A very distinctive something else. She's leaning forwards at the edge of her lounger, smiling and flirting with a man in a what? Why is that server wearing an inflatable ride-on flamingo costume? It's like one of those blow-up Tyrannosaurus Rex costumes, except that it's a giant blow-up flamingo, and his shirtless top half is out. The flamingo costume has inflatable legs across its back to make it look like the man's riding a flamingo. It would be funny if it wasn't so unexpectedly here. Oh, the runners are coming back. He's offering a tray of pineapples with drink umbrellas and straws to Claire, who is eating it all up. Good for her. I glance at Emma, who is definitely staring at the server. He's ripped and tattooed, with surfer hair, and I can't see his face, but I can tell Claire is charmed. Charmed. Drooling, even. There's nothing better than someone drooling. Oh, God. Emma also has a crush on a resort pool boy and is having second thoughts. I mean, I get it. Chandler's a catch in Snaggletooth Creek, but he's not built tatted surfer hot. Do you see those broad shoulders and those back dimples above his flamingo's butt? I angle closer up to her and slip an arm around her waist. Em, tell me you're not. She cuts me off with a half sob. Uncle Owen dared him to wear the costume, and then the bar was understaffed, so he just picked up a tray and started helping. I squinted at her. I'm missing something. Your uncle dared? Brilliant. We've got a rogue man. And I don't know what's happening while they're all deep-sea fishing this morning, but they came back and Chandler was so mad at him. He was pretending he wasn't even though I know he was. And I don't get it. I mean, I do. I know he's a total ass sometimes, but he's never an ass on purpose. And really, he's almost never an ass at all anymore. It's more like he sees a toy, he goes after it, and sometimes things just happen when that happens. I'm so confused. Chandler isn't an ass, sweetie. Chandler can totally be an ass, but in all of the years that they've dated, he's never been an ass to Emma. And on the off chance that he gets close to ass territory, he tends to make it up with big, ridiculous gifts. I have no idea what has suddenly happened in this book. It's like a complete doesn't make senseness. Do you know what? Fuck it. We're done. We're done today. I can't deal with that, and I've got to get on. Right. We've done 28 minutes. That's long enough. Right. Have a good one. Ta-da for now. I'll speak to you later. Bye.